So unless you've been under a rock, I'm pretty sure like 99.9% of you have heard the term like aura farming before, right? It's funny because I never realized how much niggas actually was doing this shit before this term actually got popular. There are a lot of niggas that try to in anime, but a lot of these niggas are just simply not fucking with the people who really do this aura farming shit for real. So we're dedicating this new series to those exact niggas, bro. Like the head members of the Aura Farming Association type shit. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. This is the Art of Aura Farming, Volume 1. There's no better way to start off than just with one of the guys, bro. Piccolo, bro. We all know that Piccolo just be doing the show on a regular, right? Like we know this shit. Like we've seen it. But the funniest shit about Piccolo doing it is the fact that every time they catch this nigga, every time we catch this nigga aura farming, he is getting his ass cooked shortly after, bro. I shit you not, bro. Like, it gotta at least be 90% of the time here. Don't believe me? Don't believe me? All right. Check it out. Broly movie, boom. Piccolo intercepts a key blast going for Gohan. Then they cut to this nigga standing arms folded on this lone spire, cool as hell, arms folded, cape flowing in the wind. Louis V. do-rag, Hennessy bottle on the tuck with a diamond encrusted black amount sitting behind his ear, bro. Clean as hell, right? Clean as hell. But just like everyone else in this movie, my nigga proceeds to get absolutely manifold snort with no diff. Broly hit that nigga with a key blast that carried that nigga 3 miles across the city, cooked that nigga, bro. Boom. BoJack movie. Another key blast interception. This is a trend here, but this time he letting us know it's him, because this time my nigga used a whole special beam cannon. That's Piccolo, nigga. We know it. Already flexing, right? Pan up, this nigga's once again sitting in his cool ass spot, cape blowing in the wind, fleeting a bit. Shorty got that shit on. We see it, bro. We know. We see the fit. Like everybody say, we see the fit, bro. Once again, proceeded to get caught anemic with a hard K and got the shit beat out of him with yet another key blast, firing his ass down the city block. Like literally the same exact shit happened in 2 movies, bro. That ain't enough? Boom. Super 13 movie. Nigga burrows through the ground on some nonchalant shit and says what's up to everyone and proceeded to get this nigga 13 a Goku Budokai Tenkaichi throw, bro. Then Super 13 popped out and niggas know what happened. Like everybody else in this movie, everybody got cooked. Piccolo included. Bro, he be pulling up cool than a bitch but getting his ass cooked after he built up all them cool points. That's why I think my nigga Piccolo is probably the greatest aura farmer ever, like the CEO of the Aura Farmer Association. Cause this nigga gonna get beat up, but shit, ain't he clean though? Like that's the type of shit he be on, fuck. You know how I know he doing this shit strictly for the love of the game, bro? You know how I know? Look at what happened in Daima when they all became adults again. I know you remember, you know what I'm talking about here. You know what that nigga did? This nigga ain't go, yeah, I'm back at full power, I can help him to fight. Hell no. He prioritized what he cared about the most, my nigga. The nigga first order of business was to summon that cape back, put his back to the camera in that omnipotent ass lighting and aura farmed his ass off like he never aura farmed before, my nigga. It's like these niggas are doing that on purpose, bro. Like it's like fucking Toei and shit is in on the joke now, bro. Last example, but quick question. Like, do you know how much this nigga aura farms off screen? Like, bro, I was watching the Boo Saga from our review video, link down in the bio. YouTube told me to get a job with that video. It was during, I think it was during the Goten and Trunks fight during the World Tournament. That nigga wasn't getting a lick of screen time, but in the little shots that you could kind of see like a glimpse of him, you know exactly what he was doing. Like, bro, look at this nigga, bro. You see his arm, you know his arms are folded, and you know the exact pose he's sitting in. This nigga was aura farming off screen for damn near 6 episodes straight, my nigga. That's someone who loves the game, my nigga. Cameras on, cameras off, main focus or not main focus, it don't matter. That Namek Piccolo is gonna have those arms folded and that cape flowing in the wind. He's doing it for the love of the game. I cannot deny him of his title. Next, we gotta bring Goku into this, man. Gotta bring Goku into this. I'm sorry to admit it, it's gonna be a fair amount of DBZ characters on this whole to start off, bro. Cause these niggas really with this aura farming shit. So Goku is the next logical member to bring up. And I would like to argue that the entirety of Ultra Instinct is literally just aura farming. Like that's the whole form. The entirety of Ultra Instinct, hinges on Goku just doing everything on some nonchalant shit. I'm gonna say that a lot, on some nonchalant shit. So boom, he pop out, goes in for a kick on Jiren, but Jiren dodges that hoe. And you can see Goku eyes get a little wider, like he was genuinely surprised that nigga dodged that bitch. But you can't be caught off guard when you on some nonchalant shit. So that nigga counteracts that missed kick in the eyes of the audience and does a quick little backflip acrobatic maneuver, say it with me now, on some nonchalant shit to keep the cool look going. All right, cool. Jiren goes in for a punch, and yeah, a simple weave, simple sidestep would have done the trick. But fuck all that, we in Ultra Instinct, meaning that we are, say it with me now, on some nonchalant shit. So that nigga turned that hole into an elongated spin move, went in for a counter punch on some cool shit. Jiren tries to rush that nigga. He dodges, but then he does a quick fit check to make sure that his damaged Battle Gi 3 custom costume looks clean like it usually does, for the sake of aura farming. Like, come on, bro. And this nigga grabbed Dispo and Topo, cool as hell, and threw them, but the real aura farming starts right here. That nigga Topo shot that weak ass key barrage, and that nigga Goku started walking off on that weak ass shit without looking. Like, this shit is disrespectful at this point, my nigga. Like, this some real aura farming that shit to do this shit mid battle. It's like walking away from an explosion, not looking at it like on some slow mo shit, like on some action movie shit. And he did this shit earlier with Kefla too, bro. Like, you know he had to talk about this shit. Not only was he dodging all those Kefla beams that Shorty was whooping around, again, on some nonchalant shit, but he had the audacity to start charging up a Kamehameha. The audacity to start charging up a Kamehameha right here is nothing short of pure nefarious behavior, my nigga. I know for a fact that I am not the only one here that thought, okay, maybe we're gonna get an instant transmission one here. But that nigga Goku has something way cooler up his aura line sleeves, my nigga. That nigga Kefla fired that shit off, and that nigga slid up that bitch full stump the yard Chris Brown tribute and fired her shit down legendarily, nigga. This might have been the most unnecessary shit I've ever seen. And that's why I think this is aura farming, because he didn't have to do none of that shit. He did that to show Kefla that he was that nigga above all else on some nonchalant shit. And I think that's the main reason why he's a head member of this association. Goku is crazy for that shit. Next, keep the heavy hitters going, bro. Sung Jin Woo, bro. The funniest shit about this nigga Jin Woo, this nigga is so cool that the whole premise behind this nigga show is to show him be cool. If you sit back and think about soul leveling objectively, this whole shit is Sung Jin Woo aura farming simulators with a few moving pieces in the background. This nigga Sung Jin Woo low-key Pootie Tang. Like, if you think about it. Cause it don't matter what this nigga do, he gonna be fly regardless. That nigga Pootie Tang said, "Wadata, wadate." Nigga, that is not fucking English, but he clean though. Like, you feel me? He clean though. Same thing with Jin Woo. That nigga Jin Woo be flexing so much. Sometimes we be like, all right, nigga, you doing too much. But he clean though, nigga. Like, that's just so crazy. Perfect example in season 2, bro. When them niggas was trapping that red gate with them ice bears. Them ice bears pulled up on them niggas. And that nigga sat here and let his army fight. And that nigga was in the background posed up like this a Michael Kors shoot or some shit. But then after he beat Bear Supreme, that nigga sat on one of the corpses in a guest pastor pose. Like, all right, my nigga, bro. Like, God, this nigga sitting here like he next in the cipher, or they about to call his name in the starting 5 or some shit, my nigga. You couldn't sit nowhere else, twin. Like, nowhere else, folk. This nigga is always ready to flick up, bro. You will never get an off-guard picture of this nigga Jin Woo, bro. He do every action like he about to be on the cover of a magazine doing that exact action. Like, that's how he moves. Then when the Ice Elves pulls up, look at what he on with these niggas, bro. When he introduced the nigga that wanted to duel him, not only did he not get a breath after that, but look at the pose and hold after this shit, my nigga. Like, you cool ass nigga, relax, bro. And then it's diabolical, bro. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, he just this nigga Jin Woo so cool, bro. Look at how this nigga is posing when that lame ass A-rank nigga was trying to snake him in the middle of the fight, you can't even hate a player, man. My last words probably would have been like, you cool ass bitch. Like, look at him posed up while murdering me, gang. Like, how you make taking my life flee as hell, man? I hate this nigga, man. And shout out to that nigga Tony pointing this out, cause like when that nigga popped up and stabbed that nigga in the side, and then he phased out and walked away with his hands in his pockets. That might have been some of the cleanest shit I've seen so far. This nigga raw as hell for that, bro. Jin Woo is at peak coolness 24/7. Like, he never turns that shit off. All right, next is Vegeta. All right, Vegeta has to be on this. You might not believe this shit, but Vegeta be on the same type of time and Piccolo be on low key. If Piccolo's aura farming 99.9% of the time, then Vegeta's aura farming probably like 85% of the time. And sometimes like the nigga, bro, like the nigga even fight with his arms folded sometimes, nigga. For example, Daima. This nigga Vegeta was in a whole nother bag during his fight in that Super Saiyan 3 shit, bro. When that nigga got Super Saiyan 3 for the first time against Tamagami 2, I don't think Zeno could have unfolded that nigga arms, nigga. That's just what he was on, my nigga. It don't get more disrespectful than a nigga aura farming mid-fight, nigga. Like mid-fight. And that's all he was doing against Tamagami 2 and Goma. The only time this nigga actually unfolded his arms is when Tamagami 2 tried to hit that nigga with that Minecraft Triton, and Lil Man Jita started parrying that hoe with that witty bitty ass finger, folk. But the real culprit is in that Super 13 movie, folks. You know I had to talk about this shit. I shit you not. This may be the cleanest pull-up scene, not only in Dragon Ball Z, but in anime history, my nigga. And mind you, this is a movie where niggas was pulling up like this shit was WrestleMania, bro. Check this shit out, bro. Now, this shit may not translate in real life in the slightest, but if I was fighting a nigga and this homie was jumping in, but before he jumped in, a nigga pulled up like this, I might be a tad bit concerned. It's like if a nigga pulled up like this to a shootout, I might bitch out, bro. You got it, big bro. Like, I'm just keeping it being with you, bro. Imagine if you could pull up like this at any time you want. Imagine like you sitting at Thanksgiving, folk, and your family talking shit about you at the table when you not there, but you pull up like this, the aura might genuinely shut them niggas up for the rest of their lives. Like, they might shut the fuck up forever, bro. It might be only compliments from there on. Like, this nigga Vegeta is so clean. That is one of the rawest moments I've seen by any anime character. So I had to include him in the Aura Farmer Association, bro. Cell. So Cell is a funny one, bro, because he's just like his brother Piccolo. You literally can't help but think about the fact that after the nigga made that stage for the Cell game, the nigga sat in the middle of that hole and Aura farm for 10 days straight, my nigga. like, if that ain't for the love of the game, I don't know what the fuck is, bro. Like, nigga Cell ain't showered, he ain't got no bathroom. Nigga just stood there in the middle of that shit, arms folded, just shitting and pissing himself just for the sake of aura, my nigga. Sitting in that middle of the ring, reeking, never care. Cell just gotta shout simply for that. Just sitting there aura farming for 10 days straight. You gotta love the game doing some shit like that, bro. There's just no debate right there. Itachi is obviously one of the coolest niggas in anime history, like obvious. So it'd be crazy not to include him on this bitch. This nigga be walking around with his arms like in the cloak, like that's already cool for. He low-key aura farming 24/7 already. But that shit against Sasuke was damn near next level, my nigga. Bro, this shit was raw and funny as hell. Cause that nigga Sasuke was tussling with that clone and that nigga thought he caught him, bro. You can see him like smiling and shit. He was like, yeah, I finally got this goofy ass nigga. And then when that nigga put his fingers up and turned them bitches like this, and he turned his head, he seen Itachi aura farming on that throne, nigga. I surrender, nigga. I surrender, bro. I'm cool, bro. If I'm in that situation, I am smooth, bro. And you know Naruto be having that GD ass male choir coming in whenever some raw shit happen. So that nigga, the camera panned up and that nigga looked towards that throne and that nigga said, man, son. Like, bro, even the music in the show glazing the nigga, bro. I ain't gonna bap. This may be the funniest, coolest shit I've seen in anime, because he could have just like had the clone like disappear when they got stabbed. But nah, that nigga had the clone point and show that nigga Sasuke which direction the real nigga was in. That shit is legendary, bro. Now Killua definitely deserves a spot in the Aura Farmer Association for simply 3 reasons. So when we first meet him, the nigga just cool as hell. Like nigga on the skateboard, his hands in his pockets. We see the shadow walk. Like we seen what he did to Unk ass when he took that nigga heart out. Like it was all already there. But then it really solidified this shit when that nigga Killua put on that one particular fit. You know what fit I'm talking about, bro. This fit right here gave that nigga plus 30% aura. You have to have aura if you have this fit on. And I know you thinking like, Vaughn, you just saying stupid shit. Can't no outfit do no shit like that, you lame ass nigga. Make better content. And so that I say, good move, you bitch ass nigga. Good move. But you know how I know this is the case? Strictly because the way that nigga rode that horse in that Chimera Ant arc, bro. There's just something about that shit that just didn't sit right with me. Like, what the fuck could possibly be the reason he's riding that horse like this, bro? This is probably the purest example of aura farming so far, because this is probably the most unnecessary shit I've seen. Because genuinely, why is this nigga doing this? Like, what that nigga on NBA Jam say? Is it the shoes? It has to be the fit, because this nigga was not moving like that before he put that shit on, bro. It has to be that fit, bro. I promise you. Next, pre-patch Ashton Genty, bro. I had to throw a curveball right here, bro. There's a curveball right here. If you watch or play football, this one is pretty self-explanatory. If you were lined up and seeing this nigga, knowing this nigga reputation, and you seeing this nigga stand on the other side of the backfield, standing there like Michael Myers, you probably shit yourself. I'm just be honest with you. Niggas standing there like SpongeBob under the streetlight when they was looking for the criminal, nigga. Niggas standing there like Squidward after he broke that tent, nigga. Like, I watched a lot of college football last year, and I'm not gonna bet that nigga had aura. That stance literally carried a lot of that shit. This counts as aura farmer. I think doing this stance actually kind of put him at a disadvantage, but that shit was low-key imposing his wheels. He was like damn near T-posing in the backfield, bro. Like, this shit deserves a spot, bro. That shit was funny as hell. For the final entry today, we gotta go with Mercenary Tao, bro. Now, I've never ever watched OG Dragon Ball, because I genuinely don't think I have a reason to, but that don't mean I think it's bad. I'm just lazy. There's a clip that has been brought to my attention recently that I would be drunk not to talk about, bro. I knew Mercenary Tao was an aura farming ass nigga, bro, but I ain't know bros out here doing shit like this, bro. First off, nigga knew they had pole up and still had his back to them niggas, bro. That's already aura right there, bro. Then the slow motion kick in. You know, when niggas bringing us some slow mo, some crazy shit is most likely about to occur. My nigga Tao flips up the steel bottom yin yang 11s behind his head with the soul facing behind him, bro. That bitch deflects the bullet back at the nigga that shot that bitch. Not only does deflect the bullet back, the T-move slide flips over and lands so it doesn't interrupt this nigga's walk cycle, and he just walks off, bro. Now, if I'm the nigga if I'm the nigga that let off that round, I'm becoming a pastor. I'm starting the Church of Tao, my nigga. God exists. He's right there, nigga. He's right there. Like, what the fuck you mean you did all this cool shit mid-walk cycle? Like, you ain't changed your walk cycle at all. Like, this is some of the cleanest shit I've ever seen. And yo, have you seen this nigga method of transportation, bro? My nigga had to get somewhere in the jiffy, I guess, because my nigga just perfectly cut a pillar off this nigga's house. First off, my house, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? And secondly, what are you gonna do with that? My nigga told that nigga that he said, I'll be back in 30 minutes, and straight up launches that hoe at maximum velocity and hops on that bitch and rides the hoe like a flying nimbus. Pause. Like, sir, I could have caused you an Uber, sir. Sir, once again, my house, sir. Like, my foundation is suffering, sir. Please don't come back here, actually, sir. I need the rest of this foundation to stay strong, sir. Do my nigga got beef with the ground or something? Like, why his old geriatric swaggy ass couldn't grab no tree and no shit like that? Sir, again, my house, sir. Shit. But those are my entries for now. But Vaughn, you left out such and such from such and such. I know, nigga. That's what the comment section is for. Comment down below who you want to see in volume 2. And as always, man, I hope you niggas have a great day, man. Love y'all, man. Peace.